Coach Matt here from Capital Strength and Conditioning, and today I wanted to share with you my top 3 foam rolling movements to kind of get you ready for almost any workout. Now the foam roller is a very versatile tool. You can do a lot of good things with it, and the 3 that we're going to cover today are just the 3 main general ones that let you get the most bang for your buck. I like to start with my thoracic spine, your T-spine, which is your upper back. It's every vertebra that's attached to a rib, so you can think about it from about where a woman's bra strap would be, or your rib cage, all the way up to the base of your neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on our back. We're going to put that roller right in the middle upper back. And what I want you to do is to hug yourself by crossing your elbows so we get your shoulder blades out of the way. And you're going to wrap your back around, stand your arms overhead, kind of reaching over. You can rotate a little bit side to side. Now don't force anything, do what feels good, take what you can get. You can pick up your hips and roll up the back a little bit more to the base of the neck, still articulating the arms, looking for something that feels good for you personally. Now you might feel some popping or clicking, and then what's happening is your upper back and your T-spine are actually gaining a little bit more range of motion than they had previously, and it should feel pretty good. Now with all things, if it hurts really bad, stop. This might not be appropriate for you, but it should feel kind of like a hurt so good sensation. Next up, we're going to get your glutes and your external rotators in your hip. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit on the roller, lean on one side. Now the side that you're leaning on, you're going to fold that leg over your knee so we put that muscle group into a little bit of a stretch position. Now we're going to roll all the way to the back of the hip, approaching the low back area. Now this will feel pretty tender. If you don't feel any tenderness, keep hunting. Also bring your knee down a little bit to a little bit more external rotation, and that should help you find that kind of stiff and tenderness area. And what we're trying to do here is just knock out some of that tightness and get a little bit more range of motion in your external rotators of your hip and glute muscle. Good. Now once you hit that side pretty good, you can switch over, hit the other side, make sure you balance it out. If you do have a side that feels a little bit worse than the other, you definitely want to spend a little bit more time. That means you probably have asymmetry, and asymmetries are what lead to injuries, so we want to kind of work those out. Now lastly, we're going to flip over, we're going to hit your thighs, particularly your hip flexors, your adductors, and a little bit on the outside of the leg as well. So what you can do is flip over, put your non-working leg out to the side to give you a little bit of support, and bending that knee up like that will help you power yourself up and down. Now what you're going to kind of do here is go hunting again, looking for any stiff or tender muscles. So let's start on the top front area of the thigh, rolling up and down. You can also rock laterally, side to side, and you'll feel that muscle kind of snap back and forth. And that should feel, again, kind of one of those hurt so good sensations. We're really trying to loosen up some of that over stiffness of the muscle. Now we can rotate our hips a little bit so we can get the inner thigh as well. You're going to want to shift your body. Again, there's no real hard rules on how we do this. You kind of figure out how to get yourself in the right position that's for you personally. We can roll all the way up and down. If we find an area that's a little stiff, we can kind of rotate and hit back and forth, go in hunting for what feels right. And we can also flip over and get the outside of the thigh as well. Now, if it's really tender, if it's really painful, put more pressure in your arms and legs to take off the weight that's pushing down the roller. As you get used to it, as you get better, as your muscles get a little more supple, you can put a little more pressure on there. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. That'll help you get prepared for your workouts, and I'll see you in the gym.